Good morning, Chicago, and welcome back to my hotel bathroom with the terrible lighting. So if you caught the last video, you know that I'm in Chicago for a YouTube Creator Collective meetup, which actually happened yesterday. I'll get you up to date on everything about that. I'm going to be spending one more full day today in Chicago and then a little bit in the morning, and then I'm going back the following day. So a little bit of a whirlwind trip, but today, as promised, I'm going to show you all the skincare that I brought with me, how I'm taking care of my skin while I am away from home dealing with all different kinds of elements and stress and hotel hard water. So this morning we're just going to get ready, chit chat about some skincare and a little bit about my travels, and it's going to be really relaxed and fun before I head out to start my day and get some coffee, much needed. If you're so ready to dive into this skincare routine, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So I just washed my face with some water this morning. As I shared in the earlier video, this water is hitting me super hard and making my skin feel a little bit dry, and I actually had some peely skin. So I used the washcloth. I did not press, I just kind of glided it across my skin to get any of those peelies that were ready to release, right? I'm not scrubbing my skin, but just gently encouraging the peelies to peel and fall away. And that is gonna help, because if I put some makeup on, those peelies are going to be very obvious. So I'm starting off with the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence. So this feels very fancy, but I really do love this essence. I don't love the price tag, but I do love this essence because it really does, you know, it does a few things. I think it definitely transforms your skin very quickly. It's very brightening. It can actually increase the hydration in your skin. So definitely a bonus here because feeling a little dehydrated, right? And it also is just very supportive for your skin barrier. So it's a great prep product too in a couple of senses. I mean, it preps your skin as a first essence, so everything that I put on after this is just going to absorb a little bit better. But it's also a great kind of special occasion prep as well, because it does work so fast. That's why it's so expensive. It's so concentrated, right? It actually can help smooth out the skin. It can help with makeup application. It definitely brings that bright complexion. And so for the event last night, of course, I wanted to put my best foot forward, and so I pulled out my bottle. It's the 75 milliliter bottle, but honestly this, even though it seems really small, it actually does last quite a while because you don't need a lot. This is the Numbuin #1 Calming Toner, and this is actually, so this is a good travel tip for you. This is actually a deluxe size. It's 100 milliliter that I got in for free for an Olive Young order that I did. They sent me the toner for, you know, spending X amount of dollars or whatever. So it's actually not the size that it would normally be if you were to buy this, but this was just like a gift, a really nice gift with purchase. And so I actually, I emptied the April Skin toner that I talked about for the April favorites, right? And I was like, oh, I'm going to Chicago soon. I'm gonna open this up first. So I've been using this a little over a week, and I actually really like it. It feels very hydrating. It's really watery. It has that right texture. You see, it doesn't have like a lot of body or anything. It's just like really quickly absorbed, but it dives deep, and that's what I really need right now. This actually just feels so good. so good. This hard water is really, my skin doesn't feel super duper like deep in the skin dehydrated, but just on top it feels a little bit dry, and obviously it's flaking a little bit too. So the water, not only is it hard, but it also, like, it's either really hot or like a little too chilly. Like there's no in between. So I think the temperature has been a little bit off with my showers and stuff too. BOH Panthecell Cica Cream Mist. So this was actually a last minute addition. It was actually a swap out. I have been using the Dr. Cera Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence in this step at home. That's what I've been using, and I love it. And I tried to pack it. It's just too darn heavy. It's too big. It's a glass bottle, and it's very heavy. Now SK2 is also a glass bottle, but it's so much smaller and it's a lot lighter. And Dr. Cera was just too big. It was taking up too much space. And so I actually switched out for this, which is a plastic bottle. And honestly, the mist application is so nice too. because you can get a really good controlled amount. You can get like a nice thin layer, which is what I got here, and I'm actually thinking about putting a little bit more on once this is absorbed. Every time, every trip, last minute, I'm always trying to add last minute things, and honestly, it usually pays off for me. Not always, but often it does. And in this case, I brought 2 serums, and this did pay off for me. So I did bring the Bringgreen, the Cera healer that I've been raving about so much over the last couple weeks, maybe last month or so. I've been using this a lot. You can see it's more than halfway gone. This is a really gel-like serum. It's got ceramides in it, Cera healer, right? It has some ecto in, which you know I've been like super obsessed with. Let me just show you. It is hydrating gel, it's plumping, and it's a lot lighter than creamy ceramide-based serums can be. And this has been so good when it's been warm. And I did use this at the beginning of my trip when it was in the 60s. It felt amazing. However, it's getting cold now, and my skin is starting to get like a little irritated and dry. And so that was my last minute, like, maybe you're gonna want this neon modulating glucosides. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You thought this went away, did you? No, it never goes away. So this is, it's actually almost empty. This is a creamy barrier repair serum. You can hear how dry I am just in my voice, huh? So you see that creamy, it's not super thick though. It's not like really buttery. It doesn't clog my pores, but it's a little bit more nourishing, a little bit more comforting and soothing just because of the formulation too. Plus, it has a lot of the same things I like about the Cera healer, just in a slightly more nourishing format. So it's neon, so it's a little bit more confusing, but it does have the antioxidant content, and I definitely need that right now. Being in the city, being in the springtime with allergens, pollution, all of that, my eyes are super red because of allergies today as well. I already took my medication. It's working, I can feel it. So that just gives me that shield on my skin, which is great. It does have some plant ceramides in it that really do help nourish the skin barrier. There's some ingredients in here that really help calm and soothe inflammation and irritation on the skin. And while I'm not feeling fully irritated, I can feel that it's gonna come on if I don't address it now. So that's really, I mean, that's what sensitive skin is all about, right? It's like really about jumping into action at the right time. And so this is gonna help keep my skin in a good spot so that, you know, especially when I do get back home in a few days, it bounces back beautifully. This is from Dam Dam. It is the Matcha Boost Eye Serum. I've been using this for a couple weeks. It's a new release, and I have been really liking it so far, honestly. It's a little bit creamy, as you can see, but there is actually a really nice kind of hydration to this. As you spread it, you see it's actually thinner, and you can see, that lighting, I'm so sorry, it's awful. But you can see that there's a little bit more of a hydration, more humectants, a plumping to this, as well as like a nice cream finish on the top that leaves your skin super duper silky. So I'm just gonna use a few drops of this. And I love that it has tea, green tea, matcha in it, because you know, I'm always raving about how tea soothes inflammation. It always makes my skin look really bright and healthy and reduces some natural redness, which is actually the issue that I have around my eyes. It's just more natural redness. It's not super duper dark. It can get that way, but generally through rest, which I didn't get last night, rest and diet, it's actually not too bad. I don't know, I've been pretty happy. I don't see a ton of, for being pretty tired, I don't see a ton of redness. I think the green tea is helping, but I also just love how balancing this is. The hydration and the moisture, it's perfect for that area and this season. Stratia Lipid Gold and the Ordinary Bee Oil. So I didn't switch up my routine too much, as you can see. I really just had the luxury of being not too far from home, not needing to fly, and I was able to still pack all of this stuff really neatly. Okay, if you could only see me in between takes right now. I had to change the battery on my little travel camera because the battery doesn't last that long. And I have the most like MacGyvered setup with my travel tripod right now. I'm going to show you on my phone. My travel tripod is on the Kleenex boxes. So, because it's too short. So you can see the magic right now. It's pretty great. So anyways, I had to change the battery, so I had to take it off of the thing, and just all of this stuff went flying. It fell everywhere. This is how it goes. So I hope you enjoy that little blooper. This is real life, okay? This is real stinking life. All right, I'm gonna put on some moisturizer. What did I bring? Dun 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 dun. Illiyoon Ceramide 8.0 Concentrate Cream. So the reason I was cracking up and stuff is because I kept trying to put the microphone like up on the camera and it keeps falling down. So I am going to try to put it back down and hopefully it doesn't fall. Okay, the microphone keeps falling, so I have to clip it, which I don't love doing. I think the sound is kind of weird, but we'll see. So anyways, Illiyoon cream, definitely need this nourishment. I have been going through like different creams and stuff, but I didn't even bring options, honestly, for the trip. I knew I was gonna need a good cream. Looking at the forecast, knowing how sometimes my skin can get dry in the hotel rooms, I just opted for the Illiyoon cream and I have not regretted it. It has not felt too heavy or too thick on any of the days that I've been here, and has been warmer during the day. So this was a really good choice. Oh, that just feels so good. So I'm just gonna give that like a minute to just really settle in my skin before I do sunscreen. Let me tell you about the event. I've been talking about skincare this whole time. So it was super fun. I'm really glad that I went. I didn't know what to expect. There was a lot of creators, mostly from the Chicago area, but a lot of creators in all different niches. I got to meet some really cool people doing some really interesting things. Shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie is all about helping you look photogenic on camera. I need Bonnie's content. I had a lot of fun connecting and talking with her, sharing information and stuff, sharing our love for sneakers. I really connected with Whitney, Teeth Talk Girl. She is a dental hygienist who talks all about your teeth, and she's a girl and she's talking. I absolutely love that. I'm super into dental care ever since I did my whole orthodontics journey a couple of years ago. I'm all about that flossing and dental health. So definitely go check out Bonnie and Whitney. I got to meet Cole from Park Pros, who vlogs and reviews different theme parks, and we actually share a hometown in common. And a shout out to Instinctual Dan, Crystal Lester, and No Way Jose Cuisine. I had a really fun time meeting you guys and connecting. We went to the Slow Moo Slime Institute, which was really fun. A little messy. We got to make our own slime, and there was some small bites, and it was a really fun way to connect and do some activities here in Chicago. So really amazing time. Thank you so much to YouTube for supporting creators. Honestly, that's why I love this platform so much, and why I put a lot of my energy and my content here, is because it's really important to feel supported throughout your entire journey as a YouTube creator, and I feel like this platform actually cares. So not sponsored or anything like that, but that's just how I genuinely feel. So I wasn't playing any games when I was packing. I knew the sunscreen I was bringing was the Hyalu-Cica sunscreen from Skin 104 because it just works. Do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't pill, no white cast. It doesn't do weird things on my face. It doesn't irritate my skin. It literally works for every single situation. I can't say that's true of all the sunscreens that I really do truly enjoy. This is one that just freaking works. And like I said, I'm not taking any chances when I'm traveling. You never know what your skin's gonna do. So this has been working out really good for me. So after this, after I turn the camera off, I am gonna get dressed. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Now, yesterday I went to this really cool place called the Lunchroom at Space 519, and it was so good, and it was really cute too. It's actually inside of this little boutique, this like high fashion boutique. So it was very trendy, very fashionable kind of a place, but it was like a really cool little cafe setting. I had a great avocado and egg sandwich on a croissant, some really beautiful, delicious berries, a fantastic cappuccino. So I don't know if I want to go back there today or if I want to explore somewhere else. I'm hitting the microphone, I'm so sorry.
I always, when I'm traveling, I like to find my little neighborhood spot, you know what I mean? Just that little, like, slightly off the main tourist track place where I can kind of set up my home base. So I may go back there. It's a little chilly today, as I said, so I'm really looking for a hot breakfast. I don't want anything cold, but there's also quite a few different things on Michigan Avenue as well. I want to do a little bit more shopping, and then later tonight I'm going to see Eddie Izzard's Hamlet. So they are doing a one-person Hamlet. I am so excited. This show was in New York, it's in Chicago, it's going to London. It's been getting really good reviews. I'm super excited. I'm a big fan of Eddie for a long time, so I'm excited to see what they do. I love Hamlet. So that's at the Chicago Shakes over on Navy Pier, so I'm going to go there tonight. I'm super excited. And then tomorrow morning I'm going to the art museum, which is like criminal. I live so close and I've never been, and there's some world-class art there, so I'm very, very excited because, you know, I'm a bit of a museum nerd, a little bit of an art nerd, and so definitely some highlights, you know, beyond the YouTube event. The Hamlet and the art museum, I think, are going to be spectacular. Look at this wild and wavy hair. This is what hotel water does to me. So I need some coffee, and you can hear my voice is waking up a lot more too. So thank you so much for sharing this morning, this slice of the morning with me, and getting a little peek on what I've been up to down here in Chicago. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you so much for making this channel possible, because without you I wouldn't be able to come to, you know, creator meetups and get to be a bigger part of the YouTube community. And I want to share that because you are what makes that possible, right? So thank you so much for your support. It really, I say it a lot, but honestly, like, it does mean the world to me. I'm so grateful to you. I really do hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.